Yo, Tube, what's good? It's Aeghis. In this video, I'm going to be covering kind of like how I set up my UI on like what kind of add-ons I'm going to be using going into Wrath. Right now, it is just in pre-patch, so I'm trying to kind of just farm out a full set of gear. But I did release another video of me doing arenas in Wrath, and a lot of people were really interested in how I set up my UI, how I get like my Fingers of Frost procs to show, and my BrainFreeze procs as well, and then also like my whole Gladius setup and just my overall UI as well. So I'm gonna be covering that in this video, and yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing is my action bars. My action bars are just Dominoes. You can't use scripts to change your bars, because that's what I do on retail. I run like a series of scripts, but this one is honestly pretty easy to set up. You have the action bar 1 through 9, I believe, and you can see here I have them all over the place kind of. I don't know why it doesn't just go like 1 2 3, but or why I have these separated as well. But yeah, you can see I'm rocking just the traditional 3-bar setup as I run on retail, and then I also have my sidebars over here, and I added an extra 2 buttons up here because I needed just more room. And then I have some hidden stuff here, like this is I wasn't able to see, like when you see targeting, there's no like a target arena 1 2 3 in here, and there's also no focus arena 1 2 3, just like there is on retail. So you actually have to make them as macros. You can see I just have like just these basic focus arena 1 2 3 macros, so I have them bound secretly along with my rank 1 frostbolt. Let me just go ahead and hide this again. Boom. And then I also just have like my armors and just miscellaneous stuff that I don't need to see on my main bars. And then I also just have my pet bar here, as you can see as well. Nothing too crazy going on here, just kind of hiding a bunch of clutter in terms of, here, let me actually move my camera real quick so you can see. I'm actually just moving like my menu and my bags because I just like to have my UI set up very minimally, like only the information that I need is displayed on my screen. Next, probably my buffs. I have them actually as an increased size. So for that, I am actually running Leatrix Plus. It's this add-on here, which has a lot of really cool things. You can manage your buffs. I do use this on retail, but not for the buffs. I actually can move my buffs with scripts, and anytime I can use scripts over add-ons, I'll always choose to do that. But on Wrath, I move my buffs, have them scaled 135%, and I have them set up just like I do on retail. So, and then obviously for the frames, you can just do that normally. And then next we have Gladius, sorry. So it's in Wrath, it's actually called Gladdy. So when you download this, it's gonna actually give you a lot of different profiles, and it's really cool, honestly. Like I kind of wish retail had something similar to where you can kind of just pick how you want your Gladius to look. The one I went with was this one right here. I believe it's let's see. Yeah, I went with this one here, Null, because this is the one that's most similar to my one I have on retail. As you guys know, I have like the big debuffs showing here, the cooldowns above with trinkets on the side, and then I have my cast bars setting up to go into the middle of my screen like this, so I can see. I like to have a very centralized UI. Everything's happening in this little square here. So I like to see DRs and cast bars from being able to just look in the middle. So that's why I have that set up. When you guys do pick nulls, here, let me hide this. You will have to, for some reason it shows like buffs and debuffs. So I disabled that, and I also disabled the pets. I think those are the only 2 things that you really have to disable. Then I also increased the size of the cast bars as well. But overall, I think those are the only things I changed. But yeah, this has been honestly like a really good tool for me learning this expansion, because I don't really know all the cooldowns, you know? So it was really helpful to be able to just find the cooldowns wherever it is. Let me see, cooldowns, boom. And then, yeah, this has all the big major CDs. Most of these abilities do the same thing that they do on retail. So it really showed me a little bit more how to play the game. Like I was blinking fears and stuff just like I was on retail. So that definitely helped a lot. I would highly recommend. And then this one is the biggest one that everyone has been asking me about on YouTube and on my stream, is how do I get the Fingers of Frost proc and the BrainFreeze proc to show whenever I get them. And if you guys don't know what those are, that is this. It gives you the instant frozen ice lances or the ability to deep freeze, and then the BrainFreeze procs are the instant fireball or frost firebolt. So it's an add-on called, let me see, Spell Activation Overlay. You guys can find all of them in the description. I'll link most of them. So yeah, we're also using that one. That one's really, really helpful. I do also have a couple Weakauras. This one, so this one is when I summon my Welly, it's going to have a number right here, and it is going to track how long my Welly is out for. So I know a lot of the times you're like snapping early for another Welly, or sometimes you just need to know how long your current one has. So I know like I don't need to re-Welly unless I want the extra Frost Nova, like for another 25 seconds. So I think this is really helpful Weakaura. Another Weakaura I use is this one. So in Arena or in BGs or whatever, this is like the enemy's health bar or the nameplate, and it's going to track their global, what global they press. A lot of people use this. I think it's really, really important. It really helps you to like try to catch people on globals, and you can kind of just see what they're doing more clearly. So I do recommend that as well. She looks like the Weakaura is bugging out because my Welly's still out and I can't see it. And then those are actually pretty much all the add-ons I use. LoseControl shows you the stuff in the middle, like if I were to get coiled or feared. So that's a pretty basic add-on that you would want for Arena and for PvP in general. Let's see what else I got going on. Oh yeah, Omnibar and OmniCD as well. So OmniCD is the thing, obviously, that shows teammate cooldowns on that. So you're going to want that as well, because that's how you're going to track if your rogue has a step, if he has dance, if he has vanish, if he has prep. So you know what defensive cooldowns he has. So you know how, like, I guess how much you can help him or how much you don't have to help him, and you can go eat or something. Very, very useful. And then other than that, I'm not using too much. I have diminish, but I think half the add-ons are broken right now, but really you just need these couple. You just need Gladdy, or yeah, Gladdy, sorry. And then you just need, I prefer Leatrix plus, because I think being able to increase your buff size is important. If you don't look at your buffs, maybe it's not, but I look at my buffs a lot. The Spell Activation Overlay is also important, because that's gonna give you the Fingers of Frost procs, which is really, really good quality of life change. Dominoes, if you're trying to set up the UI like I have here, and it also just helps you to remove a lot of clutter. And yeah, those are really just all the add-ons you need. BigDebuffs is really helpful as well. BigDebuffs, if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically if this guy has a health bar and he pops, let's say, Shadow Dance, right here it's going to show like a big Shadow Dance, so you just know like what kind of cooldowns people have instead of having to look at the buffs. It just shows the big major ones on there. And yeah, that's really it. So sorry this video was kind of like scattered, but I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the future for more Wrath content. Let me know what expansion you're the most excited for, if you just want to see like retail content, or if you're just really looking forward to like Dragonflight, or if you're actually just really excited to play Wrath. And yeah, that's gonna be all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the vid. Peace.